Donald Trump mentioned that he wanted to have a fight at the White House Garden, and that just seems like such a huge opportunity. I'm a very proud American. I have a lot of close friends that are in the military.
Jon Jones says he wants to be on there too, and he says he would fight whoever the champion is at that time. But would you be okay with him coming back and potentially winning that belt again? And you might have to go through.
Well, it's not even about him winning the belt. I mean, how I felt about him. I can't risk putting him in big positions in a big spot and have something go wrong.
First and foremost, are you retired?
I am not retired. I'm actively training 5 days a week, and I'm in the UFC's drug testing pool.
Great. And what's the status of the fight at the White House?
I don't really know. It's kind of out of my control right now. I'm training for the event. I'll be ready for the event. That's my goal. That's my intention. But ultimately, it's up to the boss.
And I saw Jones. We don't know if he was serious. Is he not retired anymore? Is he back in
You jump back in the pool, so...
Really?
Yeah.
Officially?
Yeah, oh yeah. Literally everybody wants to fight on this card. Makes it a lot more fun. The dream main event right now would be Aspinall versus Jones.
Is it possible that McGregor and Jones would fight on the same card?
Could be.
If I had to make odds, it's 1,000,000,000 that I put Jon Jones on the White House card.
Can't wait to see you compete the White House. Can't wait to see it.
I know. I really hope it happens. Dana, bro, please, bro. Please, I'm training. I feel great. I'm healthy. And I'd be so honored to represent our country and do what I do best.
I saw recently, too, that Joe Rogan was saying that you should just have Alex fight Jon Jones at the White House. Is that something you feel like?
At 205?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Or
Yeah, I mean, that would be a fight, but can I count on Jon Jones?
Yeah.
Can't have Jon Jones doing something bad or pulling out of the fucking White House fight.
Bro, I want to see him go against Cormier and RAF. That's what I want to see.
Are you going to do it?
Bro,
I have severe arthritis, and most people don't know that. My left hip is covered in arthritis.
Damn.
I actually already qualified for a hip replacement.
Oh shit.
My last training camp, dude, I went to bed in so much pain.
Well, UFC gonna cover it though, 100%.
I have a 3-year-old baby boy, and I want to use what I got left with my hips, play with his ass.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm in negotiations with the UFC about this White House thing as well. Very, very, very proud American, and I cannot wait to represent one more time. So let's see what happens.
Okay, John, are you going to be fighting on the... Everybody's asking, are you going to be fighting on this White House card?
Was Jon
Ever, which I told you guys 100,000 times, was Jon Jones even remotely in my mind to fight at the White House. I wouldn't. First of all, I've told you why I wouldn't do it. And number two, some guy with meta glasses on filmed him talking about his hips, that his hips are so bad. And I don't know if you guys saw that flag football game where he can barely run. Jon Jones he retired because of his hips. He's got arthritis in his hips. Apparently he's been, doctors say he should have hip replacement. So
okay.
Add that on top of all the other reasons that I wouldn't. The Jon Jones thing is bullshit. Okay. I'm not saying they weren't talking to Jon Jones and that Jon Jones wasn't interested in the fight. And what was even crazier is Jon Jones came out and was like, I'm in negotiations right now for the White House fight, after I had already sent a text to his lawyer saying, never going to happen ever.
Is it fair to say then Jon Jones is retired and this is the end of his time?
Yes.
Okay.
Very fair.
Of a Twitter tirade, and then you ended up deleting them. Have you seen his comments?
No.
Or he basically very heavily pushed back on you, saying that there were no negotiations. And then
I never said there were no negotiations. I never said that. I said, were they talking to Jon Jones? They talked to everybody. Everybody was talked to. Not one word of what I said was not true about the whole Jon Jones thing. And how many times have I sat up here and said, He's not fighting at the White House. No. And have you guys not all seen the video of the dude with the meta glasses on when he didn't know he was being filmed, telling them that his hips are fucking shot and he needs hip replacement? Did you not see the videos of him running on the flag football game? And what did I say that wasn't true? It was all true. And you guys all bust my balls about how much I love Jon Jones. And John's the greatest of all time. No way in hell Jon Jones is going to be booked for the White House card.
I'm so pissed off.
Let me know down in the comments what you think about the whole situation. I have a couple thoughts. First being that I do think the UFC did Jon Jones dirty. I understand that Dana was pretty much against the idea from the beginning, but he did leave the door open a couple times, as you saw in those interviews. And also, if Dana felt so strongly about him never being on the card, what was the point of doing any sort of negotiating with him if they knew that he wasn't going to be on the card? So I thought that was kind of messed up. But I will also say, like, I don't think Jon was perfect in the situation either. Like, I do believe Dana that, like, Dana said he texted Jon's lawyer saying that, like, it was an absolute 100% no. And then for Jon to, like, after that, go and release a statement saying that he was still in negotiations. Like, I think he was probably coping with that bad news, but I don't think he played that right either. I honestly think what happened was the UFC was probably 99.9% sure they didn't want Jon Jones on that card, but they didn't want to count it out because anything can happen, you know, like a lot of things can fall through. So potentially if they didn't want to shut the door, if, you know, potentially some of the other fights on the card fell through, they still wanted to have that option if he was available. But that's it for today. If you made it to the end of the video, please hit that subscribe button and I'll see you on the next one.